No. No. Just no. 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 I refuse. No. No. Just no. No. Just no. I refuse to accept this. I refuse to accept this mentality. I have seen videos from people like Tim Pool, don't get me, who basically say that, is Star Wars dead? Yes. Yes it is. That's why they said. No, don't get me wrong. I do like Tim Pool, and he's a very good journalist. There are times when I disagree with him. There are times when I agree with him. And this is one of the times I'm the former. Because I do not believe that Star Wars is dead. Because that, to me, is a defeatist mentality. That is what it is to me. And as a very vocal Star Wars fan, I refuse to accept this. I bet the entire majority, the huge majority of the Star Wars fandom, is with me on this. Because I do not like the idea of simply allowing Kathleen Kennedy and the SJW dumbwads to get away with this crap. I refuse! Do I want to make Star Wars great again? Yes! I want to make Star Wars great again. I want it to be awesome. I want Episode 9 to be awesome. And I hope J.J. Abrams makes it awesome. I hope Star Wars becomes great after Episode 9. I really hope that's the case. And I hate this idea of defeatism. Because right now, what we got is a mini-series of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Something that all fans, including me, wanted back. And we also managed to make our voices heard with Solo, A Star Wars Story, at the box office. We managed to gain those kinds of victories. One that may be bittersweet, but still, it was nonetheless proven that we still control the Star Wars universe. We control this franchise. Not Lucasfilm, not Disney, us. And I refuse to have this mentality. After even these small victories, these little breadcrumbs, as some people like to call it, I refuse to give up on it. At the very least, this gives me, and pun intended by the way, a new hope. All these victories gives me a new hope. That Star Wars can be great again. I mean, isn't it true that we thought that Star Wars would not be the same as when Episode 1 was released? I mean, isn't that not true? With Jar Jar Binks, with the Gungans, with the whole taxes and the Trade Federation, that crap that's been going around. Remember that? Do any of you remember that? And yet the entire Star Wars fandom is still alive and kicking. I do not like Episode 8 as much as anyone. In fact, it's one of my least favorite Star Wars films. But that doesn't mean we should simply let ourselves just groan in defeat. Because all that's happening is SJW crap. All that's happening is just Kathleen Kennedy trying to push her own agenda. Because I refuse this. I believe Star Wars can be great again. I believe that a lot of people want that. Mark Hamill wants that. Harrison Ford wants that. Carrie Fisher, God rest her soul, would want that. She would want this to continue on. This is more than just a movie. It is more than that. This is more than just a simple franchise to make profit out of. It's basically ingrained in American culture. it's kind of like a rite of passage for every American. Now, I am kind of exaggerating that a little bit, but you get the idea. That is how big Star Wars is. It's the equivalent of doing anything like that. Kathleen Kennedy is doing would be ruining some of, like, desecrating the American flag, or desecrating a very religious statue, or anything, or even one of our biggest heroes. That is kind of the equivalent we have right now. And I refuse to go in defeat. I refuse to accept Star Wars is dead. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people agree with me. So I'm asking you, no, I'm begging you, don't let Star Wars die because of all that's going on. Is it annoying? Yes, it's annoying. Is it sad how their SJWs are trying to ingrain themselves in the franchise? Yes. I would be lying to say if I said it wasn't. I would be lying. In fact, I hate Holdo. I've said that many times before. I hate her. And she's basically the symbol of SJW Star Wars. But even then, I refuse to give up on this franchise. This is my childhood. This is what made me. Please, everyone, every Star Wars fan, and anyone that, although they are not a Star Wars fan, kind of is in the same situation, stand with me. Because there is no way we should give up on something that we love and hold dear to our hearts. Do not give up on Star Wars.